Today we are diving deep into Alex Hormozi's money blueprint. This is his straight-up, no-nonsense guide to building serious wealth. We're not talking about fluff or get-rich-quick fantasies. This is the raw, direct path from zero to $100 million portfolio. So let's get right into it.
Hormozi kicks things off with this mind-bending idea. He says that not knowing something isn't just a missed opportunity, it's an actual cost. He calls it the debt of ignorance. That gap between where you are and where you want to be, you're literally paying for that gap every single day just by not knowing how to close it. This idea is the foundation for everything else.
So where do you start? Well, it's not where you'd think. We're not talking about marketing tactics or business models. Not yet. The very first and most important step is all internal. It's about fixing the who. That's you. Before you can build anything, you have to become the kind of person who's actually capable of building it. Now, this is a huge mindset shift. So many of us say, hey, I'm doing my best. But Hormozi's point is, what if your best kind of sucks right now? So here's the shift. Stop doing your best and start doing what's required. Think about it, right? If your goal requires you to make 100 calls a day, but your best is only 10 calls because you're not feeling it, well, the goal doesn't care about your feelings. The goal dictates the work.
Okay, so how do you actually do what's required? Well, it boils down to these three foundational shifts. First up, you take total accountability. The second you stop blaming things and say, this is on me, boom, you get your power back. Next, you gotta burn the boats. Eliminate your plan B. Real commitment isn't juggling options, it's going all in on plan A. And finally, and this is the big one, you build undeniable proof.
And this is so crucial because real confidence, it's not about yelling at yourself in the mirror. It's earned. It's forged in the fire of doing the hard stuff. You build it by creating a long history of telling yourself you're going to do something and then actually doing it. You build up this stack of evidence that's so high, your self-doubt just can't see over it anymore. You literally outwork it.
All right, so you've got your head straight, now it's time to get your hands dirty. This is the boots on the ground playbook for anyone starting from absolute zero. We're talking no money, no connections, nothing but pure hustle. So first things first, who are you even helping? Hormozi makes this really simple with the 3 Ps. You look at a major pain you've overcome, a deep passion you have, or a professional skill you've already developed. Starting with a problem you've lived through gives you this, superpower. You already know the customer inside and out because, well, you were the customer.
Okay, you've got your person. Now what? The strategy is ridiculously simple, but that doesn't mean it's easy. Your magic number, your most important metric, is 100. 100 outreaches, 100 conversations, every single day. That's the job.
So why 100? Why that specific number? Because it's about brute force. It's about taking luck completely out of the equation. And all that effort, all those no's, are pushing you toward one single critical goal. Your first 5 paying customers. 5. That's the number that proves this whole thing isn't just an idea anymore. It's a real business. Okay, check this out. Your mindset is dialed in. You've proven you can get those first few customers. So now what? How do you turn this little spark into a wildfire? This is where we build the machine. Every great business is built on an offer that people feel stupid saying no to. And Hormozi actually has a formula for this. He calls it the value equation. On the top, you've got their dream outcome and how likely they believe they'll get it with you. You want to crank those way up. On the bottom, you have how long it takes and how much effort it costs them. You want to crush those down to as close to 0 as possible. The better you get at this, the more you can charge. It's really that simple.
And that leads to what he calls the infinite money glitch, which sounds insane, but stick with me. It's called client-financed acquisition. The idea isn't to get free customers. No, it's to make so much profit from your first sale to a customer that it pays for all the cost to get them, and it pays for the cost to get the next customer. When you pull this off, cash is no longer the bottleneck. You can literally grow as fast as you want.
But here's the trap, right? As soon as things start working, what do? We get distracted. We want to be on every social media platform, sell 10 different things, serve everyone. And that distraction is what kills most businesses. Hormozi's antidote is just brutal, relentless focus.
He calls it the rule of 1. And the rule is this. Until you are making at least $1 million a month, yep, you heard me, a month, you stick to one thing. One target customer, one product or service, and one channel to get new customers. That's it.
You master one of each before you even think about adding a second. This is how you escape shiny object syndrome and actually build unstoppable momentum.
All right, so the last piece of this whole blueprint, it's not another tactic. It's bigger than that. It's a whole philosophy on how to think about this game so you can actually last long enough to win.
Anyone who's ever tried to build something knows this journey. It's an emotional roller coaster. First, you're at the peak of uninformed optimism. You're thinking, this is going to be amazing, I'm going to crush it. And then, reality punches you in the face. You slide into informed pessimism, and that leads you down into the valley of despair. This right here is where almost everyone gives up. But here's the secret. The valley is on the map. It's a part of the journey. If you just keep going, you start climbing out into informed optimism, and that's the path to real success. And that brings us to the ultimate mindset shift of all. See, we think of business like a football game, right? There's a winner and a loser, and then it's over. But that's not it. It's an infinite game. The whole point is just to keep playing. The day you start is the day you win. The only way you lose is if you quit. So really, it all comes down to this. You have the blueprint, you know what it takes, the only permission you have ever needed is your own. So my only question for you is, when do you start?